You can't park there, bro.
When you pull the main caps off,
Uh-huh.
I've done some stuff like an LS block for more oil.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
I want to look at all that. Okay, cool. I did the oil pan, so we are external pumping it now. All right. Usually, Jack and Strong gets up there. This mat is a joke.
We all the heavy lifting for Justin,
Yeah.
you know. I'm gonna do it.
My lady, did you have the rods, the noodle rods? Mm-hmm. Rods Alfredo? Did you have the rods Alfredo? Is this your table?
Yeah.
Huh? There's only 7 of them. How many did you order? 8? Mm-hmm. Did you order these appetizers? You're looking at the entrees.
Yeah.
You barely even got through the appetizers. You're not even started on that. Unless you're gonna cart that thing around on your shoulder or anything.
I'm just gonna throw it over there, you know.
Yeah. Lift up, huh?
That's a long walk.
Got it? Look at you. You got it.
Ah, who bought you that really nice thing down there?
Some young girl. Boxes. This is a box. Everybody knows this. That was yesterday's dinner.
All of these will be signed and on the website for sale.
Yes.
So-
Piston or rods.
Well, it's ever. I already sold this
broken
one.
Oh, okay.
Somebody
Way to
already
go.
claimed that.
I got you.
I have his email, but
These are main bolts. They're all bent and mismatched. That's the way it came to us. So those are no longer being used. This is, I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, this is, oh, hey, look. We still got 2 spare pistons, and we can make a guesstimate as to
and
what.
some more rings.
Yeah, because they never used them. And we can make a guesstimate as to what bore to put these in, judging by what size they are. So there you go. No good anyway, but.
That one's running this pile. Turns out.
All right, so we got 1 spare piston. New head gaskets, which will probably need to be changed every 50, 30, 40 licks. These are the pistons that we're going to use. Even this one.
That thing looks brand new.
Yeah. Oops. Hope I didn't just break that.
Jesus, Justin.
This is a new way of doing things for us. You know, we usually can
That's
put.
not true.
Well, no. Well, I've never had a motor where you had to put the pistons in certain holes.
Maybe not the pistons, but I guarantee you, if we take the valve cover off of your motor right now, you have specific push rods.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So.
Custom ones too. Hey, we got a couple more spare pistons.
No, those go in this one.
Oh man.
That's the one from this one. So the rings
Oh,
from
yeah.
this, Gerald
I
said,
see
are
what you mean.
fine, and they are going in
One of those. Okay. Were we using the rings out of that piston? That seemed weird. Well, whatever.
I have video of you
Okay.
being like, nice.
Nice. That's the way I feel now. Nice. This is the only new stuff that we're getting, really.
Yeah, that's the only stuff we've bought so far.
Yeah. And we did buy it. Every dollar of it. Whew. Man, that is a crazy looking rod, ain't it? Huh. Wow. Cool. Never ran any of this stuff. I like my rods aluminum.
Yeah, so we did go with steel rods because that's what we could get.
They had them
Yeah.
in stock. Literally in stock. We had these
I think
the day
2 days.
The day after we broke the motor, we ordered them, and we had them in a day or 2 days. Yeah, literally, they had them in stock. Proudly made by skilled American craftsmen.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah, look at that. Man, this is...
And Gerald already balanced this and
Yes.
all of that with the rods and, you know.
This will now be installed proudly by skilled American Indian craftsmen. There you go. And then we have the piece de la resistance. Those are the main clearances, which is a lot.
So people say, why don't you just re-sleeve the whole block?
Why don't you re-sleeve the whole block? Well, I don't know if you even could with this one. I'm sure Gerald could, but yeah, I mean, a dart and sleeve is what, 80, 90 bucks, and then having Gerald spend 10 hours putting them all in. You could sleeve one of them or whatever, but then what would be the point? Because you'd have to bore it all the way back out to that size. So you'd have to re-sleeve all of them, and then you're spending a whole bunch of time and money on this deal that we know is, you know, iffy. We did have a main problem that we really 100% haven't decided what caused it.
Right.
So we could put all new... It could be that the block is wore out and the mains are wore out and beat up and twisted and all kind of, like, it could have all kinds of problems. So you could put new sleeves in it and all that shit, and then it'd still spin the damn mainspring and kick a rod out. So,
But also on top of that, we're trying to get the car running and back to racing. And if we went through sleeving this whole deal and getting all new pistons and all that stuff, that would take a very long time.
we would
and
have your motor back before it's done.
Yeah, so this one is just trying to get the car running so that we can go out, hopefully go to some races and stuff, and then by the time that mine is done,
This one will get a
this
new block.
one will get that stuff. It's just not in
It'll
the
still
timeline
have
right
the
now.
crank and rods and all that stuff. Hopefully we don't break it, and then it'll just get a new block.
Hopefully.
It'll be like starting over.
Yeah.
Instead of being, 500 inches, it'll only be 450. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what this one is. Yours is 500.
No.
This one's like 440 something.
Mine's not 500.
Bigger than that?
No.
540?
No.
Or no, it's
Mine's a
big.
small block, sir.
Oh, yeah.
383.
About like that one in my car, small block. Hi, Tom Tom.
He's not allowed to cat scan. Only Juno.
Juno doesn't let him do anything.
No.
Poor guy. She's She throws up on them rods, I'm pissed. Look, she didn't even look at him. So now you get to build this thing. What are you doing, silly? You guys ride like that, be nice for less than a quarter mile. All right, first thing we want to do before we start assembling this is, even though it got cleaned and tanked at the machine shop and all that, it's still not ready for assembly. So you can see here on the deck surface, there's a lot of imperfections. If I had to guess, I would say that someone went after this with a 3M roll-lock wheel or zip wheel, and it just has a lot of really deep scratches. But you can still see the mill marks down underneath all of it, so it's not, it's not so far gone that it needs to be milled or anything, but you can see some light areas, some dark areas, and you can see that it's not 100% smooth. Now, if this was a copper gasket, it, probably just clean it up, scuff it with some Scotch-Brite, and put the O-rings in and roll on. But since this is an MLS gasket, it needs to be smooth. I mean, you can clean this type of deal. You can clean it up here at the shop. You don't have to take it to the machine shop. So I'm gonna get to work on that, and we're gonna try and get this in a little better shape for an MLS gasket. Where do you get these deals? Harbor Freight?
No, not Harbor Freight.
No, I thought they sold something like this.
Normally, when a motor spins a bearing, it just wipes that tang off, I have my suspicions, but I've got to think about it a little bit before I say anything.
Chevy wearing safety goggles?
Sometimes it throws the weights off, but you know, I wouldn't worry about it. Just don't stand in line with the weights. We even see these chip marks in the.
Holy shit, yeah, they got go for it.
All ground by hand, so there's no hard
Custom,
stuff.
custom balance job.
Custom.
That is more expensive usually.
That way, there's no windage, and people can't say it was the windage that broke the
Well,
motor.
there wasn't the wind because there wasn't no oil.